Professor Kelthina adjusted her breathing apparatus nervously as she reviewed the class roster for Extreme Survival 101. The Galactic Academy's most challenging course had a notorious reputation, even seasoned space marines struggled to pass. But this semester brought an unprecedented challenge: 3 exchange students from Terra, that infamous death world at the galaxy's edge. The classroom buzzed with anticipation as various alien species filed in. Crystalline vortex clinked softly as they settled into reinforced seats, while the gelatinous Blorbonians required special containment units. Then the Terrans entered, and the room fell silent. Marcus Thompson, Elena Rodriguez, and Jamal Washington looked unremarkably ordinary to human eyes, but their presence sent ripples of unease through the assembled students. These beings came from a world so hostile that the Galactic Council had classified it as uninhabitable by sentient life, until they discovered humans thriving there. "Welcome to Extreme Survival 101, Professor Kelthina announced, her tentacles quivering slightly. Today's simulation: surviving a Category 7 radiation storm while crossing the scorching plains of Xerion Prime. The holographic environment materialized around them. Blazing heat signatures painted the air crimson, while radiation meters screamed warnings. Most students immediately activated their premium survival suits, complete with environmental controls and emergency beacon systems. The Terrans glanced at each other and shrugged. Marcus loosened his jacket collar. "Feels like Arizona in July," he muttered. Elena nodded, tying her hair back. "At least there's no humidity." The simulation began. Within minutes, several students had triggered their emergency protocols, overwhelmed by the harsh conditions. A Zephyrian cadet collapsed from heat exhaustion despite his advanced cooling system. 3 Blorbonians had to be evacuated when their containment units overheated. Meanwhile, the humans simply walked forward. "Interesting technique," Professor Kelthina observed, making frantic notes. "They appear to be ignoring the lethal environment." Jamal paused to help a struggling vortex student whose crystalline structure was fracturing from thermal stress. "Hey, you okay there? Try breathing deeper, it helps with the heat." The vortex stared in bewilderment. "How are you not dying?" "Dying? From this?" Elena looked genuinely confused. "We grew up in Death Valley summers and Chicago winters. This is just Tuesday weather." As the simulation progressed, the environmental hazards intensified. Toxic geysers erupted from the ground, releasing clouds of corrosive vapor that sent students fleeing. The humans casually stepped around them. "Oh, sulfur compounds," Marcus noted, sniffing the air. "Reminds me of that camping trip near Yellowstone." Professor Kelthina's 4 eyes widened in disbelief. According to her instruments, the humans weren't even sweating. Their heart rates remained stable, their breathing normal. They navigated deadly terrain as if strolling through a park. The final challenge materialized: a collapsing canyon requiring students to traverse unstable rock formations while dodging falling debris. Elite commandos from 3 different systems had failed this section. Elena assessed the situation with a practiced eye. "Rock climbing. Nice." She began scaling the canyon wall with fluid movements, occasionally calling back advice to her classmates. "Test each handhold first. Keep your center of gravity low." Jamal and Marcus followed, treating the life-threatening obstacle course like a playground jungle gym. They even paused to assist other students, creating improvised rope systems from their shoelaces and helping carry exhausted classmates to safety. When the simulation ended, the classroom erupted in stunned silence. The humans had not only survived, they'd achieved a perfect score while rescuing half their classmates. Professor Kelthina stared at her readings in disbelief. "In 300 years of teaching this course, no one has ever." She trailed off, tentacles twitching in academic excitement. "Tell me, what specialized training did you receive for extreme environment survival?" The 3 humans exchanged puzzled glances. "Training?" Marcus scratched his head. "We just grew up on Earth." Elena nodded. "Yeah, This was easier than getting to school during winter in Michigan. Wait, Jamal added thoughtfully, are other planets supposed to be easier to live on? The classroom erupted in chaos as alien students fainted, professors questioned their life choices, and the Galactic Academy hastily revised their definition of extreme survival conditions. Somewhere in the administrative offices, a memo was being drafted. Note to admissions, perhaps we should reconsider our Death World classification system.